they go. We're underway with the 750 stock production. Okay, here they come to complete lap number 1, and we're going to try and pick up some of the numbers and the names for you. Pretty sparse class as far as the open stock production, but quite a few 750 stock productions, and here they come. And look at this, once again, Minig showing the way for the rest of the ride. In second spot was Chuck Graves, and in third spot, bike number 94. That was Pete Carroll, the U.S. Endurance Racing Champion. Oh, no, my voice isn't going to start going already. It looks like it's going to be Minig all by himself, then Graves. And then 94 Pete Carroll, the U.S. Endurance Racing Champion, running in third spot. So Minig, always around the top 3, always running right up there in the top 3. Looking like he picked up a few more horsepower in this little mini off-season we had of a couple of weeks. And boy, he's going... like a scared rabbit out there as he controls this race right now out in front. Mike Minig. Mike Minig out of Southgate, California, a 26-year-old rider on that RNA Minig plastering sponsored A&L Suzuki of San Gabriel, also sponsored by Bell Helmets and JLT Racing. And we mentioned Mike Minig, a former AMA dirt tracker. Here comes the Southgate rider, Mike Minig, out there in a pretty good shape right now. Pete Carroll now takes over second spot, Chuck Graves in third, Ben Williams in fourth. And in fifth spot, 221, Jim Martin, a good ride by Jim Martin. And we don't see our points leader in the top 5 at all, 489, Tom Kopp, who's your points leader coming into today's round, and he's not even up in the top 5. Is he being swallowed up by a very talented field here? Mike Minig, as we mentioned, the dirt tracker, now going road racing, and boy, he's on his way to winning his second race of the day. And Minig, of course, he may be another rider getting ready for Laguna Seca. He may have a ride there waiting for him, or he may take his stock bike up there and do some racing on it, some AMA style. He's used to that in the dirt. And Minig now with just a slight lead over second spot. Pete Carroll now, after getting a slow start, the endurance racing champion, Pete Carroll, out of Southern California, out of, I believe, Costa Mesa, down Southern California way. Pete Carroll starting to motor on into second spot, taking that second spot away from Chuck Graves, and Ben Williams, of course, on the move. Down into turn number 8 they go again. And it looks like it's Minig, and he's just moving away. I don't think Mike Minig's ever had it this easy. He's always handlebar to handlebar with somebody out there, but not this time. So far, 2 races now, he's done pretty well for himself. Out of turn number 9 he comes, Mike Minig. Carroll running down here in second spot. Then Ben Williams now in third. That moves Chuck Graves back down to fourth. So Chuck Graves moving further and further back. Jim Martin now maybe threatening to get up into fourth. riders up to the pre-grid, please. Let's get all the Formula One riders up to the pre-grid. Formula One riders up to the pre-grid. Okay, Pete Carroll holding a pretty good second spot. He's not really letting Minig motor away with this race. He's still within striking distance. Minig doesn't really have everything all that neat and tidy in a package yet. He can't really wrap this up until he can put a couple more seconds on Carroll. In fact, Carroll's sneaking up on him at the halfway point. Carroll's kind of sneaking up on him, and we may be seeing something out of our endurance racing champion before this race is over. Ben Williams running in a very solid third, and it looks like now Jim Martin has taken over fourth position. And we don't see 489 Tom Kopp coming by now in fifth. So something's happened to Graves as he drops farther and farther back. And then farther back, it's William Beck. And boy, he's leading a freight train going into turn number 1. Bike number 65 on the Suzuki, William Beck. Now here comes Chuck Graves back into the pits. He's definitely suffered some sort of mechanical problem, and he is out of the race. It was quite unfortunate. He's running up there in second, and he just was going slower and slower each time out. Okay, Formula One riders coming up the line, as we can see, 97 making its way to the grid, Barry Burke. I tell you, Minig had about a 2-3 second leg, and it's in jeopardy right now. Pete Carroll is definitely closing in a little bike length here, an inch there, and it's all paying off right now, as he's right now in a slipstream. He could almost slipstream him by from that position, but he's definitely gaining on the leader, and I think in the next couple of laps you're going to see Carroll overtake Minig for the lead, and I don't think Minig knows he's back there. And boy, under braking, you really gobbled up a lot of real estate from your leader that time as they head around turn number 1. So Minig's lead now in jeopardy as your endurance racing champion, Pete Carroll, flags him down. Boy, look at this. William Beck now, who was leading that train going through, is 65, now at 651 leading that group, Peter DeLeo, and he was a novice rider. He has no points in this class as an expert, and boy, a good job by Peter DeLeo in a terrific scrap down there in the mid-pack positions. Here they come down the straightaway one more time, and this time Carroll's going to try and set him up for a turn 1 pass. He's right on the rear tire. He closes in on him. He may stay with him now this time to see what Minig does. He might want to pass him going into turn number 1 next time around. Carroll may not try and wait. He's going to try and go ahead and do it going into turn number 2. He got him, and we got a new leader. Pete Carroll takes over the lead. Is Minig fighting back or let him? Minig is staying right with him. He's not going to let him go, and Minig's hanging right on the rear tire of Pete Carroll. Might have surprised Minig. Maybe Minig didn't know he was back there. Minig with that big lead at the beginning probably slacked off a little too much. As really the only race on the track right now, except for the lead, is that one going into turn 1 right now between 65 William Beck and 651 Peter DeLeo. Beck the veteran, DeLeo more or less the novice, but here's the battle for the lead. And Carroll's not motoring away, so maybe Minig is going to have to start picking up the pace a little bit as they come out of turn number 7 and head down that back straightaway. Minig's trying to make a pass on Carroll on the outside. Carroll now in second spot. Oh, he pulls right alongside Minig. Minig holds him off though as they go up the hill. This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, so one more lap, about a half a lap to go now. And of course both riders know it. Minig with the lead. Carroll wants it badly, and of course Minig knows he's going to try and take it away from him. So here they come down the bottom of the hill. Boy, Minig's really proving a lot of worth out here. He's already won one race. Let's see if he can bag another one here before the afternoon's over. Carroll's gonna, Carroll got a good drive off that turn. Let's see if he can make it stick. Down the back straightaway, they'll hold their throttles wide open the rest of the way now. They may just gear shift going into turn number 9, but they're gonna try and hold the throttles wide open.